From being the most expensive feud in the world to Elon Musk sending out a cease and desist over Threads, this is everything you need to know about the embarrassing beef between Zuckerberg and Musk. Now, I don't know about you, but I cannot believe the day and age we live in right now. Two of the biggest billionaires in the world, and not just any billionaires, but tech giants, are having an embarrassing and childish feud. And that is our news. Imagine waking up to the headline, Elon Musk challenges Zuckerberg to a measuring contest. I'm going to be the first to say it, even with all that money, can they not access a good therapist? Jokes aside, the two tech giants have been sparring for a long time, and it is only getting worse now. Recently, the Facebook creator replied to a tweet suggesting he should go to space just to piss off Musk since he owns SpaceX, to which Zuckerberg had replied concerning with a crying emoji. This sounds normal, no? But it is more provoking than you know because the one-word reply style, and even the word concerning, is typically used by Elon. This tweet caught the attention of the SpaceX owner who then replied to a screenshot of this exchange with, Zuck is a The next day he woke up and thought, wait, that isn't enough. And then the measuring contest tweet also came through. We have been hearing about Zuckerberg v. Musk for quite some time, but it is escalating now since both refuse to call it quits. Some say the beef began beefing back in 2016. This was when Meta's owner had a $200 million satellite on a SpaceX rocket costing $64 million, and the rocket blew up. Mark was obviously pissed about that, but Musk, being the man that he is, just laughed it off. Today, it is much worse than just being pissed off. Not too long ago, Tesla's creator proposed a cage match between him and Zuckerberg. Following the news of that, the Facebook founder then called up Dana White, president of the Ultimate Fighting Championship. He had asked White whether Musk was serious about the match, and after receiving confirmation of an exhibition-style match, which is when the opponents fight in a cage-like chamber, Zuckerberg took to Twitter to make it official. He tweeted, "Send me location," which was a reference to Khabib Nurmagomedov, one of the UFC's most decorated fighters. Since then, arrangements are possibly being made, with a source suggesting that Musk wants to have this fight in the Coliseum. Many other discussions have also surfaced about how this fight can be disastrous. Both of them are in a completely different weight class, with Musk reportedly being 70 pounds heavier than Zuckerberg. Besides that, did you know Mark was a gold medalist in jiu-jitsu? Sources close to Elon have suggested that the guy has no discipline or a routine physical activity in place. But you never know what he can do. This is because reports suggest Musk is training with UFC pro George St. Pierre. Now that just shows this guy is in it to win it. But Nick Bolton, who has interviewed both of them, said the look on Mark's face over losing one fight was terrifying to say the least. Referring to a past fight, he said, Mark will take it seriously, eat raw eggs, train 7 days a week, and beat the shit out of Elon. So I don't know about you, but I would 100% bet on the Meta guy. But all of this may be making you think, why is Elon Musk just that angry at Meta's chief executive? It's got one answer: Threads. The new Twitter-like app that Meta just launched is also aptly being called the Twitter killer. Since Elon took over Twitter, the app has only been downgraded. Just recently, he put forth new rules such as a limit on how much you could tweet or how many tweets you could view. Ain't nobody got time for that, and Zuckerberg understood that. He was quietly working on the app that can put Twitter in its grave, because it is just like it but better. You tweet like you did on Twitter, but there are no limits, nothing. The best part, at least I think, is that you also can't send DMs. You don't have random people saying weird stuff in your DMs this way. On the first day alone, Threads got over 70 million new users. The Twitter rival app has been breaking records since then and has become the fastest-growing app ever, gaining over 100 million users in less than a week. It took the spot of ChatGPT, the previous record holder. Even though it was not exactly an app, it earned 100 million users in just 2 months, becoming the most popular thing in our time. Before that, TikTok was on the throne, holding the record. But here's the interesting thing: it took TikTok 9 months to reach this figure. This has pissed Elon off, understandably so, because it is going to initiate the downfall of the Twitter era, which is also one of Elon's biggest projects. And let's be real, it's the place where he was getting the most attention too. Because of this, Elon has now sent a cease and desist to Zuckerberg. It's just hilarious at this point. You know, the whole "I'll make this illegal if I'm losing" thing that Elon has going on. The legal action is on serious concerns, and a whole lot of technical jargon about how Meta misused Twitter's intellectual property. The legal action also goes as far as to accuse the parent company, Meta, of violating state and federal laws. Sources close to Meta's creator have said, this is nothing new for Zuckerberg and nothing he cannot handle. Being a tech giant, with Meta now having Threads under its belt too, one has plenty of experience in being accused of stealing. Now, folks, I wish it ended there on this topic. But Elon Musk is also alleging that Zuckerberg hired ex-Twitter employees to understand how the app worked in order to recreate it. I can't believe this guy. Meta has obviously denied these claims, with the team saying no Twitter employees were on the engineering team. But I doubt this will be the end for Elon, and he will find another thing to cry about for Threads. I don't think the two will call it a truce soon. This could also be because Zuckerberg sees Musk entering his world with Twitter's acquisition, and now he's trying his strategic best to drive him out. Now, this is the cutest thing and totally not on brand for this feud, but Mama Musk is trying her best to prevent her son from going haywire. May Musk tweeted the other day in response to a tweet egging the fight on, "Don't encourage this match." Could she have an idea that maybe her son won't stand a chance? Or maybe she has a better idea of how her son is reckless and short-tempered. That's never a good thing, is it? Especially when it is on this scale in front of the whole world. She could also have the peaceful tendencies of every mom who doesn't want their kids to get in a fight. Are we dealing with a man-child here who still needs to be looked after by his mom? May Musk continued tweeting that she would get the fight canceled. She also suggested that they fight with words. The winner would be the funniest person. Now, if this becomes real, I really wouldn't know who to bet on, because humor is none of their strong suit. It seems like you can either be a tech genius or funny, but in all honesty, this feud has gone beyond just some light-hearted humor and has become embarrassing. It's embarrassing because the guy asking his opponent to measure his ahem is over 50 years of age, and he's fighting with someone 13 years younger than him. Just think about how much money will be wasted behind ego in this mega fight if it does take place. What happens if one of them becomes seriously injured? To have the most famous and influential billionaires of this age fight like fangirls and boys on Twitter is awful. They could be using their money for better use and setting better precedents instead. We've got cage matches and rulers coming out. But something else that I can't get out of my mind is complete and utter shock at their mental age. Are these the people who control so much of our world? That's scarier than imagining Musk shirtless fighting a jiu-jitsu expert. So folks, from Musk showing no sportsmanship with his Twitter ship sinking and involving legal action against Threads, to possibly having two billionaires throw their flies down, this was everything embarrassing and awful about the Zuckerberg and Musk beef.